Okay, so now we're going to do a few videos on integration by trigonometric substitution. And basically what it comes down to is you're going to remember when we were doing some differentiation, implicit differentiation, we were looking at something along the lines of y equals sine inverse of x. And what we did is we said, well, let's just change that around to x equals sine y. And then let's do dx equals cosine y dy. And then we can say dy dx is equal to 1 over cosine y. And then we make a little triangle and we go, oh, so y is an angle. Sine of y is opposite over adjacent, so my opposite has got to be, opposite over hypotenuse. So sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. So sine y equals x over 1. That's what this is telling us right there. So we're going to say x there, 1 there, and I didn't leave much room. So we're going to call that side 1 minus x, square root of 1 minus x squared. And then cosine y is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, or we could call that secant y. And so we could say secant y is equal to hypotenuse over adjacent, which is going to be, my hypotenuse is 1, and we've got 1 minus x squared. Square root of 1 minus x squared. So the basic thing that we're saying is that when y equals the sine inverse of x, y prime is equal to 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. Okay, so now let's try to work that backwards. So if I've got the integral of 1 minus square root of 1 minus x squared dx, well, let's just work it backwards and you'll just sort of see what's happening because it's already laid out there. All I got to do is work it backwards. I'm going to create a triangle and I'm going to go, oh, that looks like that's the side of a triangle. So let's say that's 1 minus x squared. That makes this 1 and that makes that x. And let's just call this u, just to give it something a little bit different. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I've got 1 over 1 minus square root of 1 minus x squared. That's going to be equal to secant u. And then I want to look for the simplest relationship I can between x and u. So what's the simplest relationship between x and u? Well, it's going to be that sine u is equal to x over 1, or just x. So now I can take the derivative of both sides of this, and I can say cosine u du is equal to dx. And so now I've got two substitutions here. Okay, my two substitutions go in here, so I have the integral of secant u, and then dx is cosine u du. Well, now secant u and cosine u cancel each other out, so I've got the integral of du. Well, that's going to be u plus c. And then I remembered that, well, sine u is x, so u equals sine inverse of x. And so then I end up right back where I started. So I say that the integral of 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared dx is equal to u, which is sine inverse of x, plus c. Okay, so there's one of them. And so then I think I'm going to do... I think I'll take a break and think about what I want to hit you with next.